It takes all of us, and it starts in the home.
Yeah.
Amen.
And like I said about law enforcement, about lawmakers and politicians, we don't want them to make the laws that they want to make. We want them to make the laws that's going to benefit us.
Yeah.
Years ago, they started breaking down the family by taking the black men away from the family. In our case, now they're doing that the same way. They're just going about it differently. Back then, they started them on drugs, and once they're on drugs, they can't take care of the family because they're strung out. They're using all the money they got to buy their drugs. So you populate the community with stuff like that. Now they're populating the community with guns and everything else. And because, like you said earlier, it starts in the home. Most of them young men didn't have a role model other than basketball, football, or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So their role models were basketball players and stuff, and they seen all they had. But they didn't choose somebody that was realistic, somebody that they can communicate with one-on-one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the rebuilding would have took place. And that's what we got to get back to. We got to put ourselves in a position where somebody sees us and said, hey, man, that guy, I want to have what he got going on.
Yeah.
And that's when we start rebuilding that. We have young men at the church, young men on the street, what have you. Say, how'd you get there? I'm going to tell you how I got there. I got a job. I let that job send me back to school.
Yes.
They paid for the schooling. I didn't pay for the schooling.
Yeah.
Very little did I, very, very little. They paid for the schooling. But I started at the bottom and moved my way up.
Sure.
And that allowed me to have a family, that allowed me to get this, get that.
Yeah.
But I'm also serving God at the same time.
Yeah.
Even though you're not serving God right now, and it's a process.
Sure.
But you got to be there to hear a word, to understand, and be around like-minded men
Absolutely.
to get you where you want to be at.
And I think that's where that's where the integrity comes. People don't even have the conversation with you if he doesn't see you being an upstanding person to have the conversation with.
Amen. That's
Or
it.
if he know you're doing dirt on the side,
Yep.
why am I going to trust you to say the right? Because I know what else you're doing over here.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is why the integrity is important. This is why walking the way we're supposed to is important. Because
right.
if you're not being that light first, it doesn't matter what else you're doing after that.
Right.
It's the God in us that's going to draw them.
Yeah.
It's that light. You can be doing all the right things and there's one wrong thing over here, and they find out about that, and now you're not real.
Yeah.
You're right.
And so
Not
now
real.
you're no different than the other cats somebody you're on the street with. Why am I going to listen to you versus to them? You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
our integrity is so important and so integral to what we have going on is that we can't do it without it. Okay, and that's why we got to stay built up in our faith and in our walk, so we can continue to do what God called us
Amen.
to do,
Amen.
to do it all collective.
Amen.
All right,
Absolutely.
man. I like that, man. I like that, man.
Sure.
All right, so let's go on to question 3, man. In Acts 2, 42 through 47, shows believers devoted to fellowship, prayer, and shared responsibility. Why do you think many men isolate instead of engaging in biblical brotherhood? All right, and Deacon Keith, start it off for me, bro.
In this scriptures, Paul is talking about they're all serving together. They're all serving God. They have one purpose, one mindset. And they're drawing men. They're drawing people that are being added into their fold constantly because there's no nonsense. They're worshiping and praising God. But our problem is today, I think that there's so much praise break in the church that the nonsense that people see on TV, in my opinion, that pushes them away from that because they want somewhere where they can be real, somewhere that they're hearing the word like we hear at Beach Grove Bible Church. And until we get in a place where we're serious about God's work and his purpose for us, men will walk away.
Yeah.
I pulled up a statistic when I started reading this.
All right.
And it was surprisingly because I wanted to see if men were walking away from the church.
Okay.
And the statistics to me, and this source was Religions Unplugged.
Okay.
I got it here in my hand.
All right.
But there is an increase, there's a rise in men in churches being led by young men.
Love it.
And this statistic comes from 2010 to 25.
Okay.
Gen Z is like from from 2000, maybe 2018, it was like 18%. Now they're like about 44%.
All right, I love it.
Millennial men, they're 2011. They were maybe that 34%. Now they're close to 58%.
That's love.